Hi, I'm Barry Sahajian. Welcome to my bass video tutorial channel. This week's lesson is called Perfect Bass Technique. Now let me explain to you why I call it perfect. At some point in my career, when I started to do large amounts of practice, I wanted to maximize the time I spent to get the best benefits of my practice. What do I need to do to maximize it? And so I came up with a bunch of things I needed to cover. I decided I'm going to have to concentrate on time, concentrate on the content I'm playing. Is this content going to be worthy of playing at another time? I'm going to have to understand the theory of what I'm practicing and the technique, of course. All of these things at once should be practiced, in my opinion, to get your maximum benefit. So this exercise is one of the exercises I used for years and developed little by little. Another aspect, warm-ups. So if you get a practice session, we use playing exercises that can be used as a warm-up, can be used as vocabulary to play, can increase your technique and understand theory more. You're getting a lot, and that's what this will do for you. What I did on the intro is basically the exercise. Now I'm going to break it down into sections you can learn it, because I wouldn't expect somebody to just absorb that right away, because I didn't. It took a long time and I developed it. Actually been using that exercise as a warm-up for years. So the lick is in thirds, and you can't go wrong playing thirds, because thirds is in everything you play one way or another, in solos and bass lines and the arpeggios that you need to know as a bassist. One more part of this exercise that's kind of unique is the right hand. I'm using a perfect technique, which I call perfect, is when I play, I'm using index, middle, consistently, no matter whether I cross the strings, whatever, all the time. And then I practice it using middle index. The lick is going to be in 4 measures. I'm going to show you each measure, the fingering, right hand, left hand, and we'll go from there. So the first measure will be the right hand. I'm using index middle, one after the other. Okay, that's the first measure. So now, another perfect aspect, I like the measures to be in even numbers, like most music is. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you notice I was playing with index and middle. So how I'm going to approach this is I'm going to show you all of the components of this lick, and then after you learn it with index and middle, then you come back around and you start to learn it with middle and index. But I want to give you a couple of tips on how you can execute this, because you can get lost if you're playing faster. Well, what did I play? The index on there, the middle, and you can get confused. So what I concentrate on in this exercise is, so on the downbeats, on the 1, 2, 3, 4, it's index. So you think about that, index. That when you finish the lick, you're going to wind up on your middle finger, because that will be the second finger. And then, of course, I hold it an extra measure, so we make it a 2-bar phrase. Now let's go for the next line. The line would continue up starting on the 5th, and once again, index middle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then the next thing you would do is try to put the 2 measures together. So there's the first 2 measures. Now we have to go in to the second 2 measures. Okay, now we get the fourth measure of the line. This is the last line of the 4-bar phrase. After that, I'm going to go through the whole entire 4 measures in one key. And then we'll proceed into playing it in all keys, going up a half step at a time. So let me show you that last line first, and then we'll proceed. I want you to notice I just did the 4 measures in the key of G, going up and down in thirds. On the very last note of the last measure, we wind up on an A, 2nd degree of the G scale, 5th fret E string, and the next scale we're going to play would be an A flat. We're in position now for G. The A flat, you would just shift to your middle finger, and now you would be in position to play the A flat. Now you're on the 2nd degree of the A flat scale, which is a half step above the A, which would be the next scale chromatically up from A flat. I like to go all the way up and get all 12 keys, but I'm not going to bother going through that now. You get the idea of how that works. Anyway, if you like this video, please subscribe, hit the bell to be notified of all the new videos coming out. If you have a comment and a like, I'd like to remind you that all of the music that I played today on this tutorial, I have on my Patreon page with notes and tabs. I also have the play-along I used on the introduction in 3 different speeds with the keys and drums, and lots of great study materials. Drop by my Patreon page. There's a link on the video description. And thank you for stopping by, and until the next time.